In this video, I'll be talking about how to take something you've animated in Adobe After Effects and creating a motion graphics template out of it so that you can use it inside of Adobe Premiere. What we're going to do is take this lower thirds kind of example. We have, two lines of text that maybe like the name of a show will be in the first line and maybe the time it's airing or something. You could do this for, maybe titles for someone who's speaking, like their name and their official title. So there's lots of use cases for this. Right now, it's a 7-second animation. I'm going to show you how to create that motion graphics template. What we need to do is go into Essential Graphics. And from here, we're able to create this motion graphics template and open this up in Adobe Premiere. Sorry. What we'll do is select the composition. I only have one composition in here. I'm sorry, I didn't really label this because it's just a simple file. So that's been selected. Maybe we want to label this. I think I'll just call this ABC titles or something, or maybe just lower thirds. And the next thing we want to do is any properties that we want to have control of inside of this template, anything that we think we might want to edit in the program later, we'll drag into here. So for example, I'm going to want to obviously change the text in here. So I'm going to grab this property source text and drag that in. And that's going to come in like this. It's going to say line 1, and we'll just change it in the in whatever the editing program is. So we'll do that with line 2 as well, so that we have access to change that. Okay, so we have line 1 and line 2. Let's see if there's anything else that we might want to adjust. Maybe that's okay for right now. Just keep it simple. The next thing we're going to do is export this template out. Save it first. That's good. So this template is here. We can save it into, if you have a folder where you like to save your templates, it looks like I already, or, we can make one. I might make this inside of, you could store this in a general folder where you keep all your templates, or you could do it by project. So maybe, I'm going to keep it all in this folder. I will call this ABC lower thirds. Let me think. Maybe I'll make a folder called templates. Save that here. And we'll make it just from there. Okay, so that has been created. Now I'm going to switch into Adobe Premiere and show you how to import that thing and use it. All right, so I've just opened up Adobe Premiere. I'm going to be using the effects preset or layout right here. I think that's going to work well for what we'll be doing. First thing I want to do is import some footage in here so I can overlay my template on top. I'm going to grab some American Idol footage I've downloaded, and I'll click on it. This should already be 1920 by 1080. So I'm going to go and use the settings of this clip, and I'll say new sequence from clip. You could make a sequence with your own, on your own and bring stuff in. There's a panel to go to new sequence. I'm just going to do it this way to keep it quick. You can see here's the video. I'm just scrubbing through it. And maybe I'll edit this up a little bit. I'm going to just mute the audio track right here because I'm not recording it right now. And so you probably can't even hear it on this video. There's video tracks up here and the audio tracks down here. And visually you can see those. You can see the sound, and you can see that, this is just a block. This is how long it is. Let's see. If you look up here, it looks like we're in our effects control, but there are different tabs here. But you can see, we can edit the position if we needed to. We don't want to do that. But other features here, and this is going to be important. We're going to be editing here. I'm now going to jump over to the Essential Graphics. And if you don't see it, you could always add it by going to Essential Graphics. And what we can do is grab templates in the My Templates tab, but you can get some from Adobe stock and use them. Right now you can see there's various templates here. I want to bring my own template in that I just created. And I've actually, created templates for making these videos and things like that. But to bring one in, what I'll do is go down to the bottom, install a motion graphics template, and I'm going to click on that, and it's going to ask me where it is, and I'm going to grab that template. I think I just put in here templates. So you can see this is ABC lower thirds, and it's a MOGRT file motion graphics template. I'll open that, and it should get placed into this templates kind of archive I have, and it's alphabetical. So I'm going to take this, click and drag to bring it into my file. And once we do that, you'll be able to edit those parameters that we identified. There we go. So you can see the animation that we created. And maybe what we'll do is say, I believe this airs on Sunday and Monday at 8 p.m. So maybe it's Sunday and then 8 p.m. for the different lines. Let's click on this, and you'll see when we go up into the effects control, there are actually graphic parameters that we can access through here. So line 1 and line 2, we can just write this in Sunday, and we can say 8 p.m. There you go. So this is a pretty responsive system, so that this template can be used later. Imagine if we had someone's name there and we wanted to change that out, or I'm gonna click and drag this option, click and drag, so it just makes a copy of it. Maybe it says Sunday here, and maybe there's some new footage for this, and I'll show you just real quickly how to edit this. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll have two lower thirds, maybe one that says something for Sunday and maybe one that says something for Monday. So if I wanted to change this text, again, all I need to do is click on this, go up to my effects control, and just type in the changes. I don't want it all in caps. Let's keep it the same case. All right, so maybe that we have a little section and it moves around. I have a bunch of footage that I could chop up, and I'll just do this quickly. One thing I like to do is just make sure, well, for example, I'm actually not going to use the sound. So this is something that links sound and video together so that they move together. So take a look, they move together. But if I don't really want that sound, I could undo that and check that off and just click on the audio and delete that. That might work. So from there, I just have footage that I'm editing. And so maybe it's just a few pieces. And I like to have this magnet icon turned on. This enables me to kind of stick to different cuts that are being made. Okay, so that will be helpful maybe when I want to start trimming things up. Let's use some of the tools that are just along here. I'm going to use this razor tool, or the keyboard shortcut is C. We'll press C and we'll just clip right there. And maybe let's try to just find a different piece of footage. Maybe we want to start with the footage of this guy walking. So we'll just clip that. We'll see how far that goes. And again, we don't need too much. This is just kind of a practice situation. I'm gonna hit V to go back to my selection tool, and maybe I can just move some things around. And because this magnet is on, it's gonna kind of lock in. So it should be pretty easy. And maybe we'll grab. Actually, I kind of like this footage here that or I like, oops, I like this landscape footage. So maybe I'll just use that as like overhead drone footage. Delete that right there and just bring it, bring it up to here. I could bring it down. These are video tracks. So again, the magnet is really helpful here. And let's say I just want to cut this much out. I'll go to the end of this. You could hit the down key, up and down. We'll kind of go through the clips. And then I'm going to hit the letter O. That's like the out of this render section. It's kind of like N in After Effects. And to set the in section, it's I, or kind of like B in After Effects. So we're going to start with those things. Let's just say we needed to make a little commercial that just says Sunday, 8 p.m., fades off. And then we have maybe some different type of footage for Monday. Just a quick thing. So again, not super complicated, but I just wanted to show off how you can bring these templates in that you created. And then when you need to render this out, you can just go up to File, Export. The shortcut is Command M. I just hit Command M to get to the export settings. And I would recommend, just for right now, just to get it out, get something out there. H.264 is a good codec. You probably want to change the name and the location. I'm going to put it into this same folder. Maybe I'll create another folder that's just for renders and call this VC template 1. Okay. And I could just export it from here. It might take some time, or I could send it to the render queue, Adobe Media encoder by hitting Q. But this is going to be pretty quick because the footage is already there and there's not too many effects. Okay, so this render finished up, and just to show you that it came out, here it is. You can see the template over the top. We changed Sunday for one, and then we changed the other one to Monday, and we're using that. And if that works for you, that's great. I think one thing that happens for me sometimes is I need to make changes to that, and the way I would do that is go back into After Effects and make a new setup. Like for instance, let's say I wanted to have access to this color orange and be able to change that. Well, I could add it in here as a new property, maybe set that out. So maybe it's like, this could be my V2 or something. And the way we can grab something like the color, we'll go down to the shape layer, which that's under. And we will go to Contents, Rectangle, and Fill. And we can grab color and put that up here. And so then this becomes something that we're able to change in Adobe Premiere. One other thing that you might want to try, I'm going to just show you how this animation is set up. There is basically this shape layer that's pretty long. I guess it's more than halfway across the screen, and there's a track matte, an alpha matte. This solid layer is just kind of covering it and making it visible. What you could do is, if you wanted access to maybe make this this rectangle controllable, like scalable, one way you could do it is by going into the shape layer and actually going into the let's see, the scale right here. And I've unlinked the scale values because normally it's linked so that it's proportional. But if I just wanted to access the horizontal, I want to unlink it. And the other thing, one thing I did when I was just prepping this file is I moved the anchor point to right here, so it's going to scale from here, so that hopefully this part stays in the same place, but I'm able to, by scaling, make a difference. So what I could do is grab the scale value and bring it into here, shape layer scale 1, and I think, yeah, perfect. I can change the scale So as like this is way too short, but you know, maybe I want it to go pretty far out like this. So what does that look like? You know, but if I do that, I see, oh, this ABC logo is kind of in a weird place. And if I want to be able to maybe move that around again, so I'm thinking about what parameters I want to change. I'll go up to the position and I'll maybe move that there so that now I can control this and move it as it was. So this is kind of a preview of what I'll be doing. Maybe we'll leave these at the original values. So I'll just go back to my shape and change this to the scale. So this is the original one. And now we can export this as a motion graphics template. So we'll save the file. You can actually rename this, but you'll usually use whatever name you put in there. So V2 is fine with me. It'll go in the same, or actually, I think I want to put it in the same folder for this project. I'm going to just put it in here and save that. All right, so let's quickly switch over to Adobe Premiere. Maybe we'll just grab, go back into Essential Graphics. We need to import that in again, so we'll press the import button. This is a V2 version in my templates folder. There we go. So we have this here, and maybe we'll focus on a new section. So I don't recommend doing this. I'm kind of doing this quick and dirty, but maybe we'll just focus on, we'll make a new piece in here. Maybe we'll focus on the judges. I don't know. Just set this up. I'm going to send a new in-point and endpoint. So here we go. Again, I click on this and I can access now the line, text, the fill color. So let's change the fill color to something, or maybe it's kind of a bluish thing to match their color theme, their branding. I'm just going to make it a little bit lighter so that the black will have some more contrast on it. So do that, and we'll say shows back maybe, and something like this. You can use this for whatever you wanted to say, but we're going to start like this, and we can even, let's say we wanted to go further across, move it over. Maybe it's like this, and we can also edit this so this goes further across. Just some thoughts. These are some kind of really basic ideas and techniques, but maybe it's something that gets you thinking about how to use templates, how to edit with them. I think the scale might be a little bit too much. So I'm just going to bring it back a little bit, bring this back a little bit. I think because of the timing of this, the mask didn't quite make it all the way across. Maybe that's, and again, maybe that's something that I would change, the speed of the mask or the position of the mask. Yeah, this is just a new version of this. And I think this is, you can see this is kind of versatile. We can do a bunch of different parameters, and you can get some variations from it. So if we wanted to export that, we could do that. Just export that section, Command M. go to our renders, and this is template 2. Let's quickly render that out. All right, so that finished up, and we have a new version here that we can go play, see what that looks like. Again, this idea is to make templates that kind of make variations and different changes easier for your creative team. And I think they're pretty powerful. It's easier than having to export these out individually each time there's a new ask. Maybe the editor can do some of these things on their own. And it's just, I think, a way to think about things creatively. So again, create your sort of templates in Adobe After Effects, use the essential graphics to save them out, and open them up in essential graphics in Adobe Premiere and layer them over your footage. Hope that's been helpful.